What if you could turn your predictions into profit? Not just sports, but elections, interest rates, celebrity scandals, the fate of nations, and whether aliens actually exist? And what if being right could make you millions? During the 2024 US election, a single presidential market alone processed roughly $3 billion in volume, and a French trader reportedly walked away with over $80 million by placing massive bets that Donald Trump would win. No hedge fund, no Wall Street desk, just conviction and money on the line. So how does all this actually work? Welcome to the world of Polymarket. Most people think Polymarket is just another gambling site. Polymarket disagrees. It calls itself a prediction market. Here's the distinction. In a traditional sportsbook, you bet against the house. The house sets the odds. The house wins when you lose. On Polymarket, you trade against other users. Prices move in real time, driven by supply and demand. More like a stock market, but for outcomes. Will Biden drop out? Will Russia escalate the war? Will the Federal Reserve cut rates? You buy yes or no shares. If you're right, the value rises. If you're wrong, it goes to zero. Polymarket doesn't take a position on the outcome. But here's the twist. Polymarket is not legally allowed to operate in the United States. In January 2022, US regulators fined the company $1.4 million and ordered it to stop offering these contracts to American users. Yet during the 2024 US election, when Americans were officially banned, Polymarket saw its largest surge ever. So, what's really happening here? Polymarket was founded in 2020 by Shane Copland. He was just 21 years old, a college dropout from New York. No finance pedigree, no political connections. But Copland was obsessed with prediction markets, the idea that when people put real money at risk, collective forecasts often outperform experts. The problem? Almost every prediction market operating in the US had been shut down or restricted. Regulators classified them as unregistered derivatives or gambling products. So Copland built Polymarket differently. The platform runs on blockchain infrastructure. Trades are settled using USDC, a dollar-pegged stablecoin, and markets resolve automatically when outcomes are known. Polymarket positioned itself as not a sportsbook and not a traditional financial exchange, but regulators didn't see it that way. In early 2022, the US government stepped in. Still, something unexpected happened. Polymarket worked. During the 2024 election cycle, its odds shifted faster than traditional polls. Millions of dollars moved markets instantly, and soon, major media outlets were quoting Polymarket odds as a real-time signal of public conviction. A crypto experiment had become a global forecasting engine. So, how does Polymarket actually make money? The answer is more nuanced than most people think. Historically, regulators described Polymarket as charging transaction-based fees that largely compensated liquidity providers. Today, Polymarket states that most markets are fee-free, with fees applied only in certain short-duration or specialized markets. That makes revenue difficult to estimate from volume alone. $3 billion traded does not equal $3 billion earned. But Polymarket is building something more valuable than trading fees. Data. By late 2025, Polymarket began integrating its odds into mainstream financial platforms, including Yahoo Finance and Google Finance. These aren't crypto apps. These are global information hubs. If Polymarket becomes the standard reference for real-time probability, for elections, macro events, and global risk, the data itself becomes the asset. The business isn't just prediction, it's becoming infrastructure. For years, Polymarket barely marketed itself. Growth came from headlines, viral screenshots, and whale trades. Then everything changed. In October 2025, Polymarket announced partnerships with the NHL. In November 2025, it became the official and exclusive prediction market partner of the UFC and Zuffa Boxing. By January 2026, a multi-year deal with Major League Soccer followed. This wasn't grassroots anymore. This was institutional branding. On top of that came culture marketing, including custom Polymarket chains worn by high-profile fighters reportedly worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The message was clear. Polymarket wasn't hiding anymore. It was going mainstream. Let's talk numbers, carefully. In May 2024, Polymarket disclosed $70 million raised across multiple funding rounds, led by Founders Fund and General Catalyst. By mid-2025, reports indicated a valuation north of $1 billion. During the 2024 election, the presidential winner market alone processed roughly $3.2 billion in volume. Open interest across election markets climbed into the hundreds of millions. Revenue figures aren't public and can't be cleanly inferred from volume, but the scale is undeniable. This is no longer a fringe platform. It's a billion-dollar probability engine operating at global scale. Polymarket isn't alone. Its biggest competitor is Kalshi, a CFTC-regulated prediction market that can legally serve Americans. During the 2024 election, Kalshi processed hundreds of millions of dollars in volume. Smaller than Polymarket, but fully legal in the US, and regulation remains Polymarket's existential threat. In November 2024, federal agents raided Shane Copland's New York apartment, seizing his phone and electronics. The investigation reportedly focused on whether US users were still accessing the platform. Polymarket called it political intimidation. The government declined to comment. The unresolved question is simple. Is this gambling or is it finance? If it's gambling, it needs state licenses. If it's derivatives, it needs federal approval. Polymarket says it's neither. Regulators aren't convinced. So where does this go? Best case, Polymarket finds a regulatory path, expands its sports and data partnerships, and becomes the Bloomberg terminal of prediction. Worst case, regulators escalate, payment rails get cut, enforcement tightens. Most likely, Polymarket stays offshore. Kalshi dominates the US legally. Both platforms grow, one regulated, one outlaw. Here's the bottom line. Polymarket is a billion-dollar company that lets people trade the future. It processed billions in election volume. It's partnered with major sports leagues. It's integrated into global finance platforms. And it did all of that while being officially banned in the United States. The demand is real. The technology works. But the legal risk is existential. One enforcement action could end it overnight. If this breakdown helped you understand how Polymarket really operates, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. Thank you for watching.